All right, Unwritten Law. I've been talking about this for a few episodes now, but their newest album was officially released on Friday. It is called The Hum. We talked about their first couple singles, and I was absolutely correct. Their first single was nowhere near the best song on the album. I took the opportunity Friday night, cracked myself a beer, sat down, put the headphones on, and gave a good listen to The Hum, which I said just came out on Friday. First thing that struck out to me before I even listened to it, 18 tracks on the new album. 18! We're in this world of albums having 10 songs, and to be fair, there's one song that's like 48 seconds. It's but in a world of 10-track albums, 18 from Unwritten Law. So make sure you're picking that up. And I will say, The Hum, the title track on there, sounds very, very, very Black Album. I told you, Beggars sounds very, very Here's to the Morning. The Hum, very, very, very Black Album in a good way. I'm enjoying the whole album. Some songs better than others. There's also 3 re-records on there. So they did a re-record of Celebration Song, Save Me, and Seein' Red, which are all great tracks by Unwritten Law. And for those of you that are super familiar in a deep dive on Unwritten Law, Save Me is actually a track co-written by Amy Interrupter of the Interrupters. Amy Allen at the time, but Amy Interrupter of the Interrupters. My favorite songs that I've found on the album, and like I said, I'm enjoying pretty much the whole album, but my favorite songs so far have been Beggars, Lighthead, and Murder Days. Murder Days just boom, 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 hits in a good way. It feels very old school Unwritten Law, but with a newer, like their newer 1990, late 90s vibe, but including kind of that Oz Factor vibe, which is actually, that's the logo on my shirt with some aliens, is the Oz Factor logo. Who doesn't love Oz Factor if you're a UL fan? There's also Take Me, which is a fantastic acoustic track. I always say, and I will never sit here and defend Scott Russo. I love the guy because he's put out some good music for me, and I've met him so many times personally and grew up in the same area as him, even though he's a little bit older. But I think he has a very underrated voice, and he put out a great acoustic track called Take Me. It's an acoustic track that's just fantastic, so highly recommend checking that one out. And I also really enjoyed, it's a cover song of Little Lies, but it features Kaylin Russo, and if you want to feel old, it features Kaylin Russo, and it is that Kaylin, the namesake of the song off the Black Album from 1998. And she sounds great on it. It's a cool cover of Little Lies. Make sure you're checking it out. The whole album's great, well worth the purchase. I think you can get it on vinyl. I might look at getting it on vinyl. I don't get a ton of vinyl, but I do have the Black Album on vinyl, so we'll see if this is one I might pick up on vinyl. But I, of course, paid and bought the digital album, which I then synced with my YouTube Music, and that's how I listen to all the things. And I am ready for an Unwritten Law tour. I'm hoping that we're going to see them kicking up a tour soon, and selfishly, I want to see him play the Glass House. I've seen him play there multiple times over the past, 25 years. I think the first time I saw them at Glass House was in the late 90s, and the last time I saw them was 2019. And so it's like, 20-plus years.